There is a war happening inside you right now, a war between who you are and who you are meant to become. And the battlefield isn't out there. It's in the quiet choices, the early alarms you snooze, the gym sessions you skip, the easy distractions you entertain instead of the work that demands your soul. Success doesn't begin when the world sees your greatness. Success begins in the shadows, in the brutal, lonely, disciplined moments when no one is watching. We are told today to be kind to ourselves. And yes, self-love matters. But hear this truth. If you are only kind to yourself, you will never grow beyond your comfort. Comfort is the enemy. Ease is a liar, and indulgence is the assassin of destiny. Be kind, yes, but be brutally honest first, because you will never become great until you stop making peace with mediocrity, until you stop giving yourself a way out every time life gets uncomfortable. You are not here to live a life of excuses. You are here to build an empire out of your potential, and empires are not built in softness. Look at the giants of history. Thomas Edison, how many times did he fail? 10,000. 10,000 brutal grinding attempts to create what the world had never seen. And each failure was a mirror, a test, a voice saying, "Do you still want this?" And every time he answered, "Yes." He did not coddle himself. He did not say, "Maybe I'm not meant for this." He got back up, and that's what made him the man who lit the world. You think Elon Musk sleeps easy when rockets explode? You think Steve Jobs ever doubted whether standards mattered? These men were hard on themselves because the mission was too important to allow weakness to run the show. If you want to change your life, you must declare war on the part of you that wants to stay average. You must become your own drill sergeant, your own coach, your own force of nature. Discipline is not punishment. It is the highest form of self-respect. It is telling yourself, I believe in something greater than my mood. You will never conquer the world until you conquer your own mind. Stop negotiating with procrastination. Stop making deals with doubt. Stop flirting with fear. That voice in your head, the one that says, you're tired. You can do it tomorrow. Just relax a little. That voice is not your friend. That voice is a thief, a liar, a seducer. And every time you listen to it, you give away a piece of your future. You think Michael Jordan skipped practice when he was tired? You think Kobe Bryant hit snooze? These men weren't lucky. They were possessed by a vision so vivid, so unshakable, that no excuse could withstand it. If you don't hold yourself to the highest standard, no one else will. No mentor, no coach, no podcast, no book. Nothing will save you if you do not first decide, I will save myself. Be hard on yourself, not because you hate who you are, but because you love who you could become. The truth is, most people don't fail because they're not talented. They fail because they are too soft on themselves. They lower the bar when life gets heavy. They retreat when pressure builds. But pressure is not your enemy. It's the birthplace of greatness. Diamonds are not born in silence. They are forged in fire. And so are you. You need to look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I protecting my comfort or building my legacy? Because those two are not the same path. One gives you the illusion of safety. The other demands that you become something more. And that demand, it doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about your fears. It only responds to action. You say you want success, then earn it. Wake up earlier. Show up when you don't feel like it. Do the hard thing first. Set standards for yourself that terrify the weaker version of you. You must become someone that the old you would not even recognize. Not by talking, not by dreaming, not by visualizing alone, but by doing every single day. There is no secret. There is no shortcut. There is no magic pill. There is only this: relentless, deliberate, disciplined effort. When others sleep, you work. When others doubt, you believe. When others stop, you press forward, because somewhere inside you there is a fire, a reason, a calling. And that calling, it is louder than your fear. It is stronger than your excuses, but only if you feed it. And to feed it, you must starve every lie you've ever told yourself. Lies like, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough, I don't have time. Lies that feel safe but kill your greatness quietly. Success doesn't come to the most gifted. It comes to the most disciplined, the most focused, the most relentless. The world is full of people who start strong, but few finish strong. Will you? Because you can, if you decide. But you must be willing to pay the price, and the price is everything soft inside you, to crush it, burn it, rise, because the next level of your life requires the next level of you. And that version, that future warrior, they are forged in discomfort. They are carved by routine, chiseled by discipline, fed by vision, armored in sacrifice. You cannot wish your way there. You cannot cry your way there. You cannot blame your way there. You must build your way there brick by brick, day by day, one decision at a time. This is the age of distraction, the age of dopamine hits and endless options. But success, real, soul-anchored, life-altering success, it comes to the one who chooses focus, the one who cuts out the noise, turns down the chaos, and turns inward to the burning voice that says, "We were meant for more." It is not an easy voice to follow. It demands more than comfort ever will. But it is the voice of greatness. Listen closely, follow ruthlessly, because the greatest tragedy is not failure, it is regret. Regret of potential wasted, of time misused, of a life never truly lived. Do not let that be your story. Be hard on yourself, not because the world is cruel, but because you were born for something legendary. And legends are not born in leisure. They are born in battle. And this battle, it begins with you, with how you show up when it's raining, when it's hard, when you failed 3 times and the world is silent, with how you speak to yourself when nobody is around to clap. Do you say, "I'm done," or do you whisper back, "I'm just getting started"? Because grit isn't glamorous. Nobody celebrates the 1,000th rep, the 5th rejection, the 8th pitch. But that's where transformation is born, in repetition, in resistance, in the moments you could quit but choose not to. And make no mistake, this life, the one you dream of, it will cost you. It will cost you your laziness, your distractions, your doubt. It will demand every ounce of intention you can summon, but in return, it will give you fully awakened. And that is worth everything. So when the pain comes, welcome it. When the pressure builds, lean in. When the old voices rise up, telling you to quit, to rest, to lower the bar, look them dead in the eye and say, "I'm not that person anymore." Because greatness is not something you achieve. It's someone you become. And you become that person when you decide to be hard enough on yourself to demand nothing less. That is how legacies are written. That is how ordinary becomes immortal. And it all begins not with applause, not with inspiration, but with a single decision. Today, I rise, no matter what, no matter how I feel, no matter what it costs, because this version of me is done settling, and this version of me is ready for war, and I will win. Not someday. Now, because the one who chooses discomfort over ease, discipline over distraction, resilience over reaction, that is the one who shapes reality. And while the world waits for perfect conditions, you will create them. While they look for answers outside themselves, you will become the answer. You don't need permission, you don't need applause, you only need the decision. So make it like your life depends on it, because it does. You have one shot at this life, and greatness is not inherited, it is forged. In silence, in sacrifice, in the sweat nobody sees, the world will see your success. They will celebrate your victories, but they will never understand what it cost you. Let them wonder. You don't owe them an explanation. You owe you the victory. So go, rise like you mean it, work like your future is watching, because it is. And remember, be hard on yourself, because destiny only answers to the relentless.